Your Honor, Robert Ogden, attorney for the plaintiff.
What's your name, sir?
Right.
Okay, your name, ma'am?
Courtney Holland.
Today was the date that was scheduled for a hearing for non-payment of rent. I have a consent order for conditional dismissal. States the matter will be dismissed today upon the condition that the defendant pay $400 per week starting October 17th and continuing each successive Friday until paid in full for a total amount due $1,463. I believe it's 45 cents.
Yes, 25 cents.
Okay. And that's for rent due to the end of this month, correct? Okay. You understand that you have the right to be represented by an attorney?
Yes.
You wish to waive or give up that right today?
Yes.
You also have the right to proceed to trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. You understand that?
Yes.
You want to waive or give up that right?
Yes.
Both of you have signed this, correct?
Yes.
Okay, partial performance will not satisfy, so you need to follow what you said you would do in the terms and conditions here in section 3. You understand that?
Yes.
Otherwise, the plaintiff can request judgment to enter against you and you will not get a new court date. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for the court?
No.
You have 3 business days to return to the court. If you realize later that you misunderstood your rights, you can request to have that set aside, okay?
Thank you.
Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set. This is Hometown Properties versus Jason and Jasmine Pollock, 25-04759.
They're in the hallway. Good afternoon, Your Honor, Robert Ogden, the attorney for the plaintiff.
What's your name, sir?
Jason Howard.
Your name?
Jasmine Howard.
Okay, today was the date scheduled for a hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. I do have a consent order for conditional dismissal, dismissing the case on the conditions that you pay the total amount past due $4,757.20 for rent due for a period of this month, and that you will pay $1,500 on the 31st of this month. The then is to pay monthly rent plus $300 per month starting November 10th and continuing the 10th of each month until the balance is paid in full. Is that accurate?
Yes, as I hear it, 1,500 first payment, 15 therefore.
$1,500 on the 31st, and then you'll pay your rent plus $300 per month starting November 10th, correct?
Correct, that is as we signed.
Okay, I understand that you both have the right to be represented by an attorney.
Yes, when we first attempted to go, they said that it was not available.
Okay, you're talking about legal services, then that's just a free service, but still have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you can't get a free attorney, you have the right to hire an attorney.
Of course.
You understood
of course,
that?
Understand that
Okay.
100%.
And you've appeared without an attorney today, correct?
That is correct.
You're waiving your right to be represented by an attorney?
At this time right now, I'm basically representing us.
Ma'am, are you waiving your right? Okay, you also have the right to have a trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. Do you understand that?
That is correct. I understand that. We have chosen not to do that.
Oh, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Is anyone threatening you to give up these rights?
No.
He is? You look down at him like he used to. Okay.
You know, I can't say anything
Oh.
with him present. Can we have him step out and I answer this truthfully?
Okay, very good. Okay,
Just want to bring a little humor. in.
no worries, no worries. Okay. You have 3 business days from today's date to return to the court. If you later realize you misunderstood those rights, okay, you can return and request to have this set aside. Partial performance or partial payment will not satisfy this agreement. If you don't do what you say you'll do in paragraph 3, the plaintiff can request judgment to enter against you. You will not get a new court date. You understand that?
Yes, that is what we discussed in the room, breakout room before we came in here.
Thank you. Yeah,
Signing, so
very good.
you
Yeah,
did a wonderful job.
thank you. Yeah, any questions?
Not at this time.
Okay, we'll get you a copy of your paperwork.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
of Georgetown versus Michael Shaver and Julie Williams on 25-04808. Appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Lawrence Crefman, KREF-MAN, standing in for David Alcantara on behalf of the plaintiff.
Is Michael Shaver here? Okay, I called your case. Is Julie Williams here? No. I called your case. Today was the date scheduled for a hearing for non-payment of rent. There is a consent order for conditional dismissal that would dismiss the case upon the condition that the defendants paid the past due rent plus court costs for a total of $3,852.24, correct?
Correct.
Is that a yes, sir?
Yes.
Okay, and that's for rent due through a period of October 31st, 2025, correct?
Yes.
Well, he changed it to November 4th, right?
No, I'm not asking when you're gonna pay it. That was for
Okay.
that was due through the end of the.
Okay, gotcha.
It says you'll make payment by November 4th,
Okay,
correct?
yeah, correct,
Okay. You both understood your right to be represented by an attorney, correct?
correct.
You want to give that right away today?
No,
You want to waive the right, or if you don't waive the right, you can't do this.
okay,
You didn't come with an attorney today, did you?
no,
Okay. Did you come with an attorney today, sir? Are you gonna waive that right so you can represent yourself?
yes,
Yes.
Okay, you also have the right to have a trial. Could have had a jury trial. You understand that?
yes,
Are you both gonna waive your jury trial so that you can have a conditional dismissal?
yes,
Okay, no one's threatening you to do that, correct?
Right.
correct,
Okay, you have 3 business days to return to the court if you later realize that you didn't understand the rights that you've just given up, okay, and that you didn't intend to waive those rights. You can return to the court and request to have this set aside. Partial performance will not satisfy this. You gotta pay that full amount by the 4th. Otherwise, the plaintiff can request judgment against you and remove you from the property. Do you have any questions?
no,
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing for the plaintiff. Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set. Harbors of Georgetown versus Rodney Brady Jr., 25-04809. Appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Lawrence Crefman, standing in for David Alcantara on behalf of the plaintiff.
Your name, sir? Right. Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for a hearing. There is a conditional dismissal here, dismissing the case upon the condition, Mr. Brady, that you pay the past due rent plus court costs $2,492.61, correct? That's for rent due through a period of October 31st, 2025, and you'll make that payment no later than November 3rd, 2025, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand the right to an attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving that right to represent yourself?
Yes.
You have the right to a trial. You understand that?
ma'am.
Are you waiving your trial right today?
Ma'am.
Anyone threatening you to waive these rights? Partial performance will not satisfy this. You gotta pay that full amount by the 3rd, otherwise you can be evicted from the property. You understand that? You have 3 business days to return to the court. If you later realize you misunderstood the rights you've given up, you can return and request to have that set aside, okay? Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the plaintiff. Thank
Any questions? Thank you. You're all set.
you. Okay. Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Thank you. Who's here for Cox?
Harold, he's out talking to me.
Okay.
Yeah, he's talking to somebody. You hear him? Talk to his woman, Scott's office, talk to his woman.
Yeah, I guess it came to my attention, I had no legal aid or anything. Only person that's trying to talk to me is the police.
Their lawyer.
Yeah, their lawyer. I thought I was coming in here with legal aid. I didn't know I wasn't. So I don't know how to go about this. Cause I mean, I guess as I sit here and look through all my paperwork, couldn't handle it myself, and I would like legal aid.
Who wanted a hearing?
On the class home, Ezekiel Rigo, okay, Quintana.
And then there was a default on whom?
Like she had called you.
Who was it default on?
That one is on. Sorry.
Is it
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Parker? Holmes Flats versus Ezekiel Rodrigo and Kaylin Quintana, 25-05462. Appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Judge. Christopher Asphalt, 53129 on behalf of the plaintiff.
And what's your name?
Ezekiel Abrigo.
Kylan Quintana.
Okay, today was the date scheduled for hearing. This was for non-payment of rent. And my understanding is that you all could not resolve this.
Yes, I'm just a little confused on where they're coming from. I had an accident. This is where it's all stemming from. And I was told not to worry about it. All of a sudden, they threw me legal fees, even though I paid them rent and late fees and everything. And now I've just been incurring late charges on top of late charges on top of late charges. And even when I paid my rent up until August, they took my last rent payment and
To
they
pay the
paid the legal fees. And now this is how they got us into court because we apparently are behind. And I have been holding my rent because the last time, like I said, I paid my rent. They took my money and they paid their legal fees and then told us we were behind in rent.
They took your rent and paid legal fees?
Yes.
And then they sent me a thing saying that I was still behind.
We're still behind.
400, it's like
confused.
occurring, it's like,
Mr. Asphalt, what's going on?
Judge, I did speak with them. And essentially, as I understand it, is they're just disputing that they are responsible for legal fees. There were legal fees in this case, and I'm 99% sure there was a prior action in June in which they paid on the day of the hearing, and so the case was dismissed. But then shortly after that hearing, their property manager did assess them the legal fees that were incurred when we had to file that lawsuit. So I think their position is that they should not have to pay those legal fees. And my position, of course, is that yes, the fact that we had to pay them, we had to appear for one hearing. And so that's why there were those legal fees.
What legal fees are you talking about?
The ones that were assessed to their ledger on June 24th, which was, I believe, the day of the hearing of a prior case.
In the amount of what?
$220.58.
after we had just paid them
On the
$1,000 in our rent, it's $995. I paid them extra. Like I said, I have my medical paperwork and everything. I was in a serious accident, I almost died. And I asked them for time. I paid them a week later. They told me not to worry about none of this. And I still was getting evicted after this. And I paid them a week later. And then all of a sudden I had, at the end of the month, I had late fees and legal charges that I had to pay for. And I can't afford it. I'm out of work. I'm just now getting my shoulder back in. I can
We
pay
paid
them.
them, we paid them June rent on the 13th.
Like I can pay them. I have no problem paying my rent. I'm trying to live life.
That is correct, Judge. That she's exactly right. They paid June rent on the 13th. And the hearing was on the 24th.
Dismissed.
Maybe the hearing, I don't know, Judge, when the hearing exactly was.
We never
But
had.
certainly a case was filed in May or June and was dismissed.
A case was filed in May and they had a pretrial?
No, we never had any hearing for that case. We were called and they told us that it was dismissed, that we didn't have to show up.
Do you have some leisure or something? Because I don't know what
Yeah, I have a
evidence you're
ledger.
relying on.
What I don't know is exactly,
You have a witness here?
yes. I don't know what the timeline of the previous case was.
I do.
Here, it's, It was dismissed before the pretrial? Yeah. You didn't have a hearing. You didn't even have a pretrial.
That's what I was.
I mean, yeah, we certainly had to file a complaint. and maybe we had to do service of process.
Your Honor, I was told by the management company that the messages were automated, that they automatically went out. They had no way of stopping the messages from evicting us, even after I pay rent.
I don't know what you mean, that what messages are automated? What are you talking about?
The
The
eviction,
charges.
they said that the eviction process is automated, that they can't stop that. So even if I pay my
emails.
rent after the 7-day period, the 7-day grace period, 5-day grace period, that I would still get them. They told me not to worry about them, and then all of a sudden tried to charge me with fees for a court case I never went to.
You have proof of the fees that they're being charged of $220.58, looks like from June?
Yes.
Why is that from June?
Because that was the previous case that was filed.
What was that filed? It was in June? Okay, that was the one that was before Judge Buchanan, it was dismissed. And then there's another late fee, it looks like, or a legal fee, $138.
I have every.
Yeah, you'll see 2 legal fees that I removed those from the ledger and added the true and accurate legal fee of $181.
I see one for $147.61, that's for September.
Right.
And then
One in
August, $138.90.
Yes, so those 2 were removed from the rent total and added in on 181.25. So
And that's based on what? What is that?
On the
Filing fee
181.
and what?
filing fee, service fees, and statutory attorney fee. Judge, the previous, if you're confirming that the case was dismissed prior to a hearing, I think that the proper court cost would have been the filing fee and the service fees, but not any statutory attorney fees. I think that an appearance is necessary for that. I mean, if that's really what the issue is, I can try and confirm exactly what those 211 costs represent. And if it includes a 75 statutory attorney fee, then I agree it should be removed.
But what is their past due amount now?
The past due amount now is $639.
$639, and it sounds like a large portion of that was what they believe was usurped to cover some legal fees.
Yes,
Well,
because the rest of it is late fees that they charged us the legal fees back in June, and it's been occurring late fees ever since because they've looped it into additional rent.
Because we were never obligated or told by a judge that we had to pay these legal fees. And we told them that, let them know that. And so the next time we paid our rent, they decided to take the rent money that we paid them and
Pay
pay
the legal fees first,
And this is how we got.
which
to
was
court
in
now.
it's in our lease that they allocate all the payments to whatever first and then rent last.
And
It's
by-
in your lease.
Yes,
Yeah, and even by Michigan law, that's
They're going to allocate it to late fees first and then rent last.
yes, and
That's-
any other applicable, that's in my lease is that
we
they
have
pay rent
everything.
last.
We have everything printed off. I went to Walmart yesterday to get photo pictures.
Right, it was your responsibility to understand that before you signed the lease. I wouldn't have signed such a lease, but you did.
In this predicament we were in, it's just what I had to do. I was moving
Call
back
your
from the state.
witness. You can have a seat. Nope, you have a seat right here.
Oh, sorry.
Who are you calling? Who are you calling?
this individual right here.
What's their name?
Alejandra Montilla.
Well, he needs to know your name. He's calling you as a witness. What's her name?
Can you please state your name?
Alejandra Montilla.
You can have a seat, ma'am. I need you to raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
You can have a seat.
What is your position with
So
MLK?
she got to spell her name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you spell your name for the record, please?
My name is Alejandra, Alejandra, Montilla, Montilla.
Just speak up a little bit, okay? Thank you. You can proceed.
Can you please advise the court or state for the record what your position is at MLK Flats?
And I'm community man.
And are you familiar with the file for the tenants known as Ezekiel Abrigo and Kalen Quintana?
Yes,
And Could you, can I see my ledger? And I'm handing you a document. Oh, you have a copy of it. All right. So is that the ledger for these defendants?
Yes,
And is it accurate to say that currently there's rent retained in the amount of $2,508.63?
correct,
In that court costs in the amount of $220.18 were assessed to the file?
correct,
And that currently, the current amount due and owing is $2,728.81.
correct.
All right, and also want to bring your attention to the part of the ledger for June of 2024. Can you tell the court in June of 2024, did the defendants make a payment?
They made the payment on the 13th,
In the amount of how much?
on amount of 1,045.
And after they made that payment, what was their ledger balance?
It was, they was adding the legal fee
Well, just answer that question. After they made the payment, what was their ledger balance?
220, zero at that moment on the 13th.
And then was something else added to the ledger in June after that payment?
Yes, and June 24 was adding the legal fee,
And what was the legal fee?
220 and 58.
Okay, and that was for a case filed prior to the current one?
Correct.
Okay. I have no further questions, Judge. Do you want the lease, Your Honor?
The ledger, not lease.
Yeah, I'm sorry. the ledger.
Do you have questions for this witness? Okay, what's your last name again, sir?
Abrigo.
Mr. Abrigo, thank you. Mr. Abrigo stated previously that he was told not to worry about anything. Were you the person he spoke to?
No, it was my assistant.
Your assistant spoke to him when the other case was dismissed? What's your assistant's name?
And
Is Ann here?
no. She's not.
Okay. She can be excused from the stand.
Can I have a follow-up question, Judge?
Absolutely.
So did you ever tell these defendants that they were not going to be responsible for any court costs?
No, no.
And are you aware of any other people on your staff telling them this?
I'm pretty sure not.
You can't be, that's cause for speculation. You can only tell if
Right.
you know or you don't know.
Exactly. Are you aware of anybody else on your staff claiming that they told them this?
No.
Okay, no further questions, Judge.
So she could be excused from the stand. Any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
You wanted to give some testimony?
Yes, if I may.
Raise your right hand. The other right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it that you want to share as to why you do not believe you lawfully owe this past due amount?
Okay, so like I said, I would have rather done this with legal representation, but with that being said, even though it wasn't the manager, property manager, and I was told that, I see where it's coming from. It wasn't the manager herself saying that.
You
I should-
spoke, who did you speak to?
Yeah, it was Ann.
You
It
spoke
was-
to Ann when?
It was, I spoke to Ann, it would have been,
At the end of May.
I'm talking about when I called her after my accident. It was a week
Yeah,
after
he's the
my
only
accident.
one who's sworn in, so he's the only one who can talk right now. You'll get a chance next. You spoke to Ann,
It was after my accident. I believe my accident was sometime in June, July.
okay, so this was before your court date?
Yes, way
Okay.
before, this is before rent was even due. I called her 3 days ahead of time and let them know that I was out of work. I was in a bad accident. And that I wasn't gonna be able to pay rent on time, but I would pay it the following week. And I did. And I told her whatever late fees incurred on the rent, I would pay. I had no problem with that. I understood the circumstances, whatever. and I paid.
Okay, so slow down. So you contacted them, let them know you were in a bad accident. You spoke to Ann. You said that you were gonna be 1 week late on your rent.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you paid 1 week late.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and and you're saying that Ann told you that not to worry about it?
Yes, so when we first got,
Your Honor, just for the record, I am going to object. That's hearsay evidence.
Okay, I'm going to overrule the objection because you brought somebody who was not Ann. And she knows that she didn't speak to them. She knew it was Ann. So I'm not gonna hold that on him. I'm gonna hold it on you. You can keep going. And he's offering, he's trying to tell me why he did what he did anyways, which is why he paid late.
so when I paid late and all of that, I was at work. I was back at work. My wife called me and she said that we had an eviction notice in the mailbox still. She went up to the office.
What day was that?
That's like 2 days after, so like a Friday.
I need 2 days after what? 2 days
So-
after you talked to Ann?
No, a few days after I paid the rent. So it would have been the 13th when I paid the rent. It would have been a few days after I paid the rent. I still got
Okay, so you paid the
notice.
13th, your rent's due on what day?
It's due on the 1st. There's a 5-day grace period. And
Okay.
then I told them I wasn't gonna be able to pay until the 13th. And I was told, okay, we can work something out. I told them I didn't have no problem paying late fees or anything. I understood that that was my fault. I should have had money stacked up beforehand. But I
Okay,
didn't.
so you got a eviction notice about the 15th.
Yeah,
Okay.
and when I got the eviction notice, that's when my wife went up there trying to figure out what was going on. And then they told us that it was automated messages, that it just automatically sends out. They can't stop it from sending out.
An
That
eviction notice?
Yes.
Okay,
they said that once it goes into the system, they're automatically filed, this and that we didn't have to worry about it, which we did not worry about it. And then the day of the court date, of the last court date, we got a call saying that it was dismissed. Or I called up trying to figure out where the court date was, like the courthouse, and they told me that my case was dismissed. I did not have to show up, so I did not. I went to work. And
they
I-
called you until you didn't have to show up.
When I called, they said that our court case was dismissed. I no longer had to show up, so I did not show up. And I assumed that everything was taken care of. I paid my rent, and then I started incurring these legal fees. And every time, my problem is even if I pay these legal fees now, on top of my rent, I'm gonna be stuck in this reoccurring loop that they've had me in. I've been in this loop, and I'm
Okay,
trying to get out.
So you paid your rent, it looks like on the 13th,
Yes.
is what you're saying?
Yes.
And I continue to pay my
Okay,
rent.
it does say that the rent was paid on the 13th, and then late fees of 220, sorry, not late fee, legal fees of 220.58 was put on your account on the 24th.
Which I wasn't aware about until the next time I had got rent and paid rent. And then I went on my online portal and it said that we were still behind and I was confused. And so I sent them a message and told them that they couldn't, I sent them an email and let them know they couldn't charge me for a court case that we never went to, that was dismissed. That I was told that wasn't, not to worry about. I'm
Okay,
a single income household right now. I'm trying to get back to work myself. I own a company and they're trying to fork money out that I just don't have.
okay, I understand that. What you're telling me now is argument, but I'm trying to get to the facts. Okay, so you got the 220 and then they attached a late fee because of the 220.
And still to this
Yeah.
day.
Okay, and then the next month you're saying you paid your rent.
Yes, up until August, I paid my rent. In August, when I paid my rent, after that, they sent me a message saying that I wasn't paid up, which I didn't understand because I had paid my $995 rent. And they told me, oh, well, you still owe $400 and something. And I told them that the legal fees that they were trying to talk about and.
Okay, let me slow you down. I see there's a $995 payment on the 3rd of July. And the only balance that would leave it would be the 220.58, which is what I guess it came from the legal fees. And then there was a $50 late charge. It brought it to 270, and then a $25 late charge. I don't know why there's 2 late charges in 1 month, to bring it to 295.58.
When I look at this total right here, it says $484. It just keeps going up. My rent
Then
is
there was,
900.
okay, let me see what's going on here. A utility package, rent charge, and then it looks like in August, there was another another legal fee. Did you get served with another eviction in August?
No, not in August. I paid my rent. And I have all the money,
Okay, 1 second, sir. Okay, when was this one filed? August one? August 15th. Okay, so this one was filed August 15th. It says something about captured check $500. Okay, so it looks like that was your rent. You must have paid it in two different check payments. So 130. $50. Is the late fee $75? Is that what it is?
I think, are there two? Oh, two late fees, one for 50 and one for 25.
And that's per your lease, sir, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You paid your September rent? You did not pay September rent? And why was that?
Because when I last paid my rent in August, I was confused on why there was still money missing from my thing, and they said I was behind on rent now. When
So you withheld the rent because of,
and no, that, and also we had a fire in our house that still hasn't been repaired.
when was there a fire?
At the end of August.
Yeah, like I have a. there's
Sir, I'm
a-
asking you, when, because she's not under oath at this time.
Sorry, at the end of August,
You had a fire,
yes, there was
how?
actual electrical fire in my daughter's room.
So you have damage to the property.
Yes, there's a hole that they put the fire department put the wall into. They never came and changed our AC unit, which we were the one where this fire started, but they changed everybody else's. I'm dealing with a whole bunch of stuff. Like we were originally downstairs and our apartment flooded. We've had to come upstairs. Like I've had
When did you move
problems.
upstairs?
In April?
Of this year?
Yes.
So you were downstairs in a basement apartment or?
Yeah, I was in an apartment at the first floor, at the level, like the floor level, and it flooded. Like I had to come home from work. I lost
How
my
did it
job.
flood?
The wall foundation on the side of the wall is completely torn. Like it's completely.
It flooded from outside or?
Yeah, from the
or-
outside in. It leaks from the ground out.
Oh,
into the
well,
wall.
okay, now we're talking about some stuff that should have
I
been
didn't
talked
know.
about in the beginning.
I didn't want to bring all that
Some
up. I'm not
conditions
trying
of property.
Yeah, it's not even up to code yet. They don't even have, their license has been revoked. I
You don't have
have,
a rental certificate?
No.
I have everything screenshotted.
Is there a valid rental certificate?
I have no idea.
That's
First,
I'm gonna look it up, so you better tell me the truth.
it's the rental certificate that you, my client thinks there is, Judge.
It says status on hold. I have a screenshot right here. That was expires 10/1/2027, but they put it on hold because when we had our fire, code enforcement came out and said that it was not up to code. He didn't want to have to red tag it, so he
Give me
didn't.
the address.
2222 West Holmes. There's no heat in the apartment. It's about to be winter.
There's no heat?
No, we have
Since when?
we have spatial heaters that they gave us. They asked me.
Why do you don't have heat?
It won't work.
It won't work. I don't want to keep. I've already been screwed once last
Okay,
year.
stop talking. There's no heat?
No,
This is the first I'm hearing of
These have
any of
boilers.
this.
Excuse me?
That is the whole building is a boiler.
that we had no control.
Is a boiler issue?
No, they need to be turning on.
Why didn't you turn the boiler on?
I think that should be, I don't know.
You think it should be what?
I don't know when it's gonna be on.
It should have been on by the 15th of September.
It was shut off early last year. It was still frosting early last year.
It's supposed to be 30 degrees tonight. You have some pictures of conditions of property you want to share?
There's the hole in the wall that
That's it.
that the fire department put in. That's the AC unit that they never changed. It's still in my daughter's room. Code enforcement told me not to turn the breaker on. They tried to turn the breaker on the same day he left. I turned it back off. He told me not to turn it back on until I got a letter from code enforcement stating that it was okay to turn that breaker back on. So my breaker has been off to my AC all summer since, and it's been hot. So I can't even use my AC. We're not horrible tenants. We do what we're supposed to do, like.
Give me just a moment, sir. First of all, the rental certificate expired in 2024, and this one is on hold. There's no valid rental certificate. Case is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And they're not responsible for late fees. You don't have a valid rental certificate.
Will you guys give me paperwork? Or you don't need, I
It's
don't
just
need that.
dismissed.
Thank you.
MLK Flags versus Latanya Burnett, 25-053667. Appearance, please.
Christopher Asphalt on behalf of the plaintiff.
What's your name now? Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. Did you all come to a resolution?
No, I was going to sign this until I just heard you talk, ma'am. My rent was paid off from last month, is why I was supposed to be here. And now they trying to assess me Second time legal fees again, when I haven't got a new eviction, my rent was paid off from the last time I seen you, like you told me to do. And there was a fire also in my apartment,
You live
and
in the
there's
same-
mold in my
you
apartment.
live in the same unit?
Nope, I live at the one on, they call MLK Flats, right next to Dorchester, 4612. And my doctor also had, gave,
You have mold?
Yep,
You notified them that you have mold?
yep, he claimed they're gonna give me a dehumidifier. I talked to him today. I live on the
Who's
lower
they?
level. Martell, he's out there.
Who's Martel?
He's
He's the
right
property
there.
manager.
Oh, it's a different property manager. It's a different property. Okay.
And the window they were supposed to fix that the fire caused, the fire marshal.
You had a fire in yours, it's a different property? You had a fire in yours too?
Yeah.
Why?
Cause the windows broke and the water leaked down and it set the cord on fire.
Electrical fire.
And me and my
When was
service,
this?
this happened in a month or so ago. The fire marshal came out at like 2 some in the morning. Me and my service animal was there. The fire started under my bed.
Who are these owners of properties that think this is
Sim
acceptable?
Todd,
Who?
Sim Todd,
Who? All of these things, all these conditions your client are aware of?
yeah, they own them.
Judge, I'm sorry, but this is the first I've heard anything about any of this, so I haven't discussed it at all.
Can you call your witness, please?
Martell knows about it.
Martel, what's your full name?
Martell Williams.
Take a look here. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
I swear.
You just have a seat.
Your Honor, I mean, are we proceeding with this case? If
She said she wants
if she
hearing.
does not
She
want to
said-
do the consent
Yeah,
judgment,
she says she doesn't want to do it.
right, well, then I guess we need to get a trial date now
She
that I
didn't-
know what
She didn't
her,
ask for a trial date.
well,
This
she's not
today's the
gonna,
date for a hearing. I have a question for Martel. You can question him, but I got questions now. And I'm looking up to see if there's a valid rental certificate. You can have a seat, ma'am. You can question your witness.
are you, can you please state your name for the record?
Yes, Martell Williams,
And can you spell that, please?
MARTEL Williams, WILLIAMS.
Okay, Your Honor, do you have the proposed judgment? I believe you do.
I only have one and it's not for,
Oh, I think I have a copy of it.
I don't have it. She might, is that what you just gave her?
No, that was a ledger. All right, are you familiar with the tenant known as Latanya Burnett?
Oh, yeah.
And are you familiar with her ledger?
I guess to the best of my knowledge.
Right. Are you familiar with the Booker's books and record keeping procedures of MLK Flats?
Yes.
All right, and is there, according to her ledger, is there rent to retain in the amount of $589?
I don't understand the question. Rent to retain.
Is there currently unpaid rent on the ledger showing
Yes.
$589?
I think it's more than 580. I think it's like 7 something. It's this.
Well, yeah. That does not include court costs. It's only rent to retain. So is there rent to retain?
Was that a question?
Yes. Is there rent to retain, not including court costs, in the amount of $589?
Yes, I believe so. There, it's not paid this month.
Is there court costs been assessed to the account in the amount of $181.25?
Yes.
And so is the total amount due and owing at this time $770.25?
Yes.
I have no further questions, Judge.
You said her rent is how much a month?
The total amount, Your Honor?
I'm asking him, how much her rent per month?
Rent is $600 and then 265.
600 and then her utilities are included for 65 and her
So
passport.
it's 665.
So she didn't pay for the month of October, is what you're saying? She didn't pay for the month of October, is what you're saying? Okay, but she paid September,
Correct.
okay. She appeared I believe, in September and said her rent was paid. Why wasn't the case dismissed?
Because at the date of today's court hearing, there was October's rent was due and all.
Well, this wasn't set for October court date at the time. We set it for September court date.
I think under the court rules, Judge, that in that situation, the case does not need to be dismissed. We have to come back to court, and if it's paid at that time, then the case would be dismissed. But if there's currently rent due and owing on today's date,
No, she appeared in September. She said she had paid her September rent. He said she did pay her September rent. Well, I want to know why wasn't the case dismissed in September?
I don't think when we appeared in September, I do not think that the rent was paid in full.
You have a ledger.
I do. Before I give it to the court, just wanted to look.
And you
You can tell me
assessing more late fees.
What day did she pay her rent in September?
September 30th, she paid her rent and got it down to 0, but that was not the day of the court hearing.
Oh, she paid it September 30th.
Yes,
With credit. And you assess me late fees again for this month after I
Okay.
just
Right,
paid y'all.
so-
legal
So when
fees.
she appeared on September 10th and said she had paid her rent, that was not true, is what you're saying.
yes, on September 10th, she had a balance.
And her balance was what in September 10th?
$776.04.
Okay,
No, it wasn't.
okay. Don't speak out in turn. You'll get a turn to speak. It's not when he's speaking.
I
Okay.
apologize.
Okay. Any other questions for your witness?
No, Judge.
Okay. You have questions for him?
Martel, are you aware that, my rent was paid up until, can I see that? Are you, can you agree that my rent was paid up to actually I only owed y'all a balance of $416 and y'all tacked on a legal fee of $185 plus 75,
Your Honor, I'm going to
which
object.
brought my rent back
Confusing.
up.
Yeah, and I'm not
Restate
sure I
the
understand the
question.
question. You're asking if your rent was paid when, ma'am?
In September, when I came to court,
September, you came to court September 10th.
they added on August.
You're asking if is he aware that your rent was paid September 10th?
Yes, wasn't my rent paid up and y'all took out?
One question at a time, so you can't ask a compound question. So ask the first half. Is he aware that your rent was paid September 10th? Is that what you're asking?
Are you aware that I pay a big portion of my rent September 10th?
Oh. Just so I understand the question, you're asking.
Do you need to
as
see a copy of the ledger?
A portion of your rent was paid on the 10th?
Yeah.
You're not asking if it was paid in full, you're
Right,
asking if it was
right.
paid a portion.
Right.
Based on this, we have a payment of $185 on September 12th, which left you a balance of $591.04.
And,
You paid $185.
and at that time was some fees taken out of the rent, which brought my balance up or down.
I'm going to object. I don't understand the question.
Can you rephrase the question so that it can be
Because
understood?
of legal fees and late costs, when I pay my rent was my money for my rent went towards legal fees and late fees for rent.
It goes to the balance, so you have a balance.
And the balance doesn't include, it includes late fees and legal fees. Legal fees and late fees come first though,
Is that a
right?
question? Okay.
No. You have a balance. And there's rent that is collected, and then the fees go on top of the balance.
But when I look on my ledger, I see that y'all took out that first and it left me a balance on my rent. It's on the ledger.
It's a running balance. So
It's a-
there's nothing comes out first, it's a running balance. I guess I'm confused on
Me too.
I'm confused on your question, not. So.
What are you trying to figure out, ma'am?
Because when I pay my rent, they keep tacking on these court legal fees and these late fees.
Are you paying late?
Yes, I do, ma'am, because I get paid once a week, and I talked to the lady in the office, and she told me I didn't have a problem. They didn't have a problem with me paying my rent weekly, because I let them know I cannot pay my rent on the first of the month.
So you make a weekly payment.
Yes, ma'am.
How much are you paying weekly?
185, because I already add in the $75 that I know they're gonna already charge me for late fees.
Okay. Okay, what other questions do you have for this witness?
Have I paid my rent every month before the next month?
I would have looked through the ledger. You have a running balance on. So
The ledger stands for itself. She owes a little bit more than October's rent. So
Got a question?
she's paid good.
Are you asking him a question?
I'm just trying to clarify what her question is to answer.
Okay, that's all I want to know if you're asking the question for it. Is that your question, ma'am?
No, it's not. I don't know what you're talking about. My rent be paid every month.
I can review the ledger and figure that out myself. You
Yes,
can move on
ma'am.
to another question.
Only thing that, the reason why my rent is constantly going up is due to y'all legal fees.
Okay, that's argument. That's not what we're here for right now. You can do the argument later. You have any other questions for him?
No, ma'am.
Are you aware that
Yes,
she
I
had
do.
mold in her unit?
she has specified that there was mold in her unit, and she did a maintenance request at the time, and we cleared the mold at that time.
Okay, she's alleging that the mold is not cleared and that you told her you would get her a humidifier. Is that accurate?
Yes, she literally said something to me while I was here today,
Okay, so-
outside, about there being more mold in her unit, and that there's a leak in her ceiling that she just literally said 30 minutes ago.
When was the mold issue reported to you?
I would have to look in the system.
Okay, do you know when it was treated?
Again, I would have to look in the system.
Do you know how it was treated?
They use kills usually, and they, usually just kills and bleach.
You're just speculating what they usually use, so you don't know you weren't there when they treated.
No, I wasn't there.
Okay, it was a maintenance man that
Yeah.
treated or a company?
No, it was a maintenance.
Okay, was this like a month or two ago or longer?
It was about a month ago.
Okay, and then what about a fire? You're aware she had a fire in her unit?
Yeah, so we got an inspection from a fire, the City of Lansing Fire Department, and we went and had because she said there was a leak in her window. We had a window replacement person come out to the unit. We couldn't find any leaks. He even sealed around anything where there could be a potential leak. He billed us for it. We gave it to the fire department and they okayed it. So at that time, we fixed the issue as we know it. We tried to reach out to her multiple times. She never replies to any of our messages. She has a Ring doorbell. I pressed her Ring doorbell multiple times to try to get maybe even some more clarification about where the leak might be coming from, because we weren't there at 2 a.m. when the person came.
So someone came to fix it and then there was a fire?
No, she's saying that the fire happened first, and that's when we knew about it.
Oh, the fire happened and then you sent someone.
And then
to
we
got
sent
it.
someone over there to figure out what's going on, and she said there was a leak. Came around, we even have a bill for the person coming around to inspect the window and kind of figure out what's going on.
Okay.
It wasn't until the last court date where we saw her in person where she was able to tell me that where the actual leak is and had a picture of it, so then I could see it for myself. Then when I went to her unit, someone else answered the door this time and was able to show me. We took pictures. We ordered the window already. It takes about 2 to 3 weeks before we can get a new window. And so that has been ordered and on its way.
So it hasn't been addressed yet. Any other property condition issues?
Yeah, I put in the maintenance request, Your Honor, for that window when I first moved into the apartment. The window's been broke since I moved there, Mark.
Oh, you moved there in March of this year?
Yep, no,
Okay.
last year.
Last year. Okay.
And the guy, Ricky, who no longer works for them, told me that they were waiting for the window to be replaced. So I'm thinking they already knew that hole was in the window, because when it rained a lot in April of last
You
year.
have pictures of this mold?
I have it on in my phone, on my shoes.
Did you show that to, did you share those pictures with?
Yes, I
with
did.
them?
Your Honor,
When?
if the
I
defendant,
showed him my last court, case, and I had put it in.
On your last court case?
This is the first time the dad took me to court. I didn't know nothing about them saying I had to go to court or nothing.
So you had a
The
previous
last time I
eviction?
came.
No.
Nope.
So what do you mean you showed him at your last court case?
When I had to come see you the last time.
Oh, your last court date?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
showed them the pictures of the mold?
Yes, ma'am. But I thought he was already finna come fix the window because of the moisture and all of that been coming into.
And the
that
mold still
apartment.
hasn't been fixed?
No, ma'am.
Okay, he said he just told you today. She told you at the last court date?
No, she told us about the mold. We sent someone over there last month. At that
Oh,
time.
okay.
That's what I was saying earlier.
And you're saying the mold's not addressed?
It's not done yet and I've been getting sick.
You have updated pictures since they came out?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Like since they came out to fix it, you took more pictures?
Yes, and I showed it to him today, like it's not
Today.
gone.
So if you're telling me 30 minutes, before, and I just even went over with her how to put in maintenance requests and things like that, so that we don't know that there's more things happening. It's nothing that we can. if you
I
can
need,
tell us-
I need the maintenance man here. I don't know how I was even treated, so we're gonna have to continue this. I need the maintenance man here. I need you to bring your pictures, your evidence of the damage in the mold. I think that at this point, you've been aware, just sending someone out, assuming that they went and what did you call it, leave, what'd you call it?
It's killed.
Killed, but you don't follow up, that's your responsibility, to follow, make sure the mold was taken care of. It's not our responsibility to keep telling you, hey, I still have mold. She just told you a month ago. You have heat?
Yes, ma'am, but I don't turn it on because I've been
Okay,
getting.
I just wanted to make sure you have heat. Okay, we'll continue this so that they can bring their maintenance man. You're gonna bring evidence. Maybe by then this will be resolved. I'm sure they'll get over there and get somebody to figure out why you still have mold after they sent someone there. And then the window's been fixed?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'm sure that'll be taken care of by then too, but we'll see. Bring pictures and evidence, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
October 22nd at 2.
October 22nd at 2:00. You have any questions for today, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
Okay, we'll get you a notice. You're all set. This address is 4612 South Mountain Luther King, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Apartment number 5.
Jamonte Gates versus Michaela Wright. Zemetis Retinal, call number 25-05-819. Appearance, please. Someone going in for Mr. Dewar? Mr. Dewar's not here. Okay, I'll have to call the case when he's done.
It was, I'm sorry, Ron Mark standing.
Okay, he's not here. Okay, do we have Venter Flats versus Brandon Michalek and Mason Smith here? This is for Venter Flats versus Smith and Michalek, correct?
Yes, McCullough.
McCullough, okay, appearance for the record.
Christopher Asphalt on behalf of the plaintiff.
And here Oliver on behalf of both of the defendants.
Today was the date that was scheduled for a hearing for non-payment of rent. How are we proceeding?
Well, I'm sorry, we started to talk, but we're gonna try and work the matter out. I assume we're gonna get a second hearing date.
October 22nd at 3:30. October 22nd at 3:30. No matter for the record on this.
I don't believe so.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Put your notices on that one. And then Venter Flats versus Talasia Williams. Is Talasia Williams here? No?
Williams.
Okay, you have a default?
I do, Judge. Numbers on the record or just,
Oh, you can put them on the record.
okay. There's rent to retain in the amount of $3,044.68. Costs $181.39 for a total of $3,226.07.
Okay, you can vote. Is that all the matters you have today?
Yes, thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Y-Site LLC versus Shanae George, 25-05721. Appearance, please.
Yes, good morning, or good afternoon, Your Honor. Victoria Asburn for the plaintiff.
Ms. George is present. If you can start your video, Ms. George. Can you hear us, ma'am?
Yes,
It was the date scheduled for hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. My understanding is that the parties did work out a conditional dismissal. Is that
Yes.
accurate, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Can you put the terms on the record?
Yes, Your Honor. So Ms. George owes past due rent through the month of October in the amount of $5,236, court costs and fees in the amount of $256.09. That totals $5,492.09. Ms. George is going to pay November's rent on time, and in addition, she's going to pay an extra $400 on the 20th of each month, commencing 11/20/2025. In addition to paying her normal monthly rent on time. Ms. Dorch understands that default on this agreement may proceed without notice or further process to defendant, and partial payment should not prevent an issue of an order of an eviction.
Ms. Dorch, is what the council said accurate as to how you want to proceed?
Yes.
You understand that you have the right to be represented by an attorney at today's eviction hearing?
Yes.
And do you want to waive that right to represent yourself today?
Yes.
You also have the right to proceed to trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you want to waive your right to trial today and to have this conditional dismissal entered?
Yes.
Okay, partial performance of this agreement will not satisfy. So you have to do exactly what you say you're gonna do in section 3 and pay the amount in total as indicated in the conditional dismissal, $5,492.09. If you don't, the plaintiff can request to have judgment entered against you and you will not get a new court date. You understand that?
Yes.
You have 3 business days from today's date to return to the court. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood your rights, you can return and request to have this set aside, okay, ma'am?
Okay.
I will get this signed and dated for today. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set.
Thank you.
$900 long tick 1 versus Billy Paul, 25-05733. Are they here? Here. No Billy Paul here? Who's here for Levine or Levine? You don't know?
Oh, sorry, they don't talking to the side king.
Got it. But where's Billy Paul?
Oh, he's right here, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's here.
Got it, okay. Capital Commons versus Shibble Young, 25-05128. Next, please.
Good afternoon, Judge Ryan. I got P8497 for the plaintiff. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sierra Oliver, P7707 for the defendant.
It was a date scheduled for hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, Sister Counsel filed a motion for summary disposition yesterday. I was just sent a copy of it today. I would like an opportunity to review it. I believe it's already been set for a hearing, but it's way out in December. However, I did speak with Sister Counsel, and I'm fairly confident we could resolve this this case before the summary date. I suspect that if given one final adjournment sometime towards the end of October, we will stipulate to a dismissal and she can withdraw her motion for summary disposition. If that's correct. Yes,
Our next available date is in November. Next available date is when?
November 18.
November 18th, at what time? 1:30.
That was 1:30.
1:30.
Thank you.
No problem. Any additional matters on this?
Nothing further, nothing further, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Bach, is that Mr. Bach?
Yes, he's ready.
He's on which matter?
Mr. Dewar's matter.
Okay, that was Jermonte Gates. That one. Jermonte Gates versus Ms. Zamontes. Recamel 25-05819. Appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ronald Bach here for the plaintiff.
What's your name again?
Michaela Zamitis, Recamel.
Great. Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for a hearing. This is for termination of tenancy. How are we proceeding?
We did have a consent judgment ready for entry.
Oh, I have it. Okay, now you can stand there. Okay, you're fine. I have a consent judgment. You want judgment entered by consent? Whereby you will vacate the property by November 7th, correct?
Correct.
Okay, it says that for the court further orders furnace and power must remain on throughout home.
Yeah, Jamonte's roommate that lives in the basement turned off the whole power to upstairs, including the heat. So there's no heat in the house. And the stove doesn't work because he turned it off. And the breaker box is in his bedroom, so I legally can't do anything about that.
I'm not following with this. What am I supposed to be ordering here? She's
Well,
moving out and what is the, she
She
have
lives
to
in
do
the
with her?
house.
Yeah, I-
Jermonte owns the house. There's a guy in the basement. He lives upstairs.
Yeah.
Guy in the basement gave her a note that says the bill is for utilities is $500 this month. If I don't get half, I'm not turning power back on. I thought it would be best to be proactive and have you order that the power stay on.
Oh, okay, so the power has been off. Got it, okay.
Even that raised a red flag for me.
And our son, like we have joint custody, so even
You have joint custody with Jermonte?
yeah, we have a son together. And on my weeks that I have him, the lights remain off and the heat remains off. And the oven remains off.
I'm confused. Jermonte lives here?
No.
Okay, but
Jamonte owns the
he
house.
owns the house.
But since we have this domestic violence case going on
Got
right
it.
now, we have a no contact order and I've been living there since January of this year.
Okay, and then there's no,
I have the note. Yeah, he turned it off.
why are we doing a conditional dismissal?
Either way.
I think she needs a conditional dismissal. It sounds messy.
It is. It is. There's a lot going on.
It sounds like it. We're just gonna, same terms, but semantics are different, and I think it's long-term is better for you. Consent judgment is a judgment that you're consenting against you. Do a conditional dismissal, you probably need to get an apartment, I don't know. And you don't need anything possibly impacting that. So if he can change the paperwork, there should be some printed over there.
I've got one ready.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
So
So you're gonna still vacate by that time. He's gonna be ordered to remain on. You have to make sure you vacate and remove all your things in order to keep the case dismissed. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, you understand that you had the right to have an attorney represent you today?
Yes.
Are you gonna waive that right so that you can represent yourself?
Yeah.
You have the right to proceed to trial. You understand that?
Yes.
Are you gonna waive your right to trial to have the matter dismissed upon the condition that you'll vacate by is the 7th? The 7th of November, correct? And no one's forcing or threatening you to do this? You have 3 business days to return to the court. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood your rights, you can return to the court and request to have this set aside, okay? You have any questions? Okay, he's gonna get you to sign something in just a moment, and then I'll sign it and get you a copy.
Okay.
Thank you. She's got to sign the conditional dismissal.
Oh.
there wasn't a whole lot to write in here. So this is a dismissal, it stays dismissed. As long as you vacate by that date, it stays dismissed forever. Furnace and power remain on throughout the home. If you're still there after that date, they can reopen the keys and then get the judgment to withdraw. So basically, they never enter that.
Would I give the roommate a copy of this?
Yeah, that's fine. He should know. He's got to tell them. They know by then.
Because he's not gonna be home until later on, so the lights are still.
Well, he should go there. I'll tell him. He's gotta get. All right. I'm gonna tell the judge. She'll let him know. And
It's gonna be cold today.
There's a freezing warning for tomorrow.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to drop tonight, so
Yeah, and
if the heat's not on, you need to be contacting the court tomorrow. I don't know how far you live from here, but maybe you can get home and get it on now.
Oh, I can't legally go. The breaker box is in his bedroom and he locks the door. I called the cops when it
Okay.
happened and everything.
We'll have, the attorney will have its.
I'll let him know.
He could go home on lunch and turn it on.
We have the case, huh? Yeah, great.
There's a lot going on.
When's the next court date for that? It's scheduled for jury trial, but it's not till next year.
I called him. He's waiting in case he was needed here, but we thought it best to have him not here.
So, okay, that's smart. You can call him, let him know the judge says that he better be on in an hour.
Okay, I will do that.
Thank you.
But he can't go there while she's there.
I'm not there right now. I have to go to a friend's house and then walk home, and that's like an hour walk.
So by the time she gets home, he should be.
I'm just worried that he's gonna let my dog out. You know, like, so it's like let her out.
He told me he didn't know about that.
The
It's
dog.
on the roommate that he issued.
About the dog?
No, the lights being off. My mom called him and told him about the lights being off over a month ago.
Okay, well, his attorney's gonna work to get that taken care of and make sure your dog is not let out, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm good.
You're gonna get a copy.
You're gonna get a copy of this. Okay. You're gonna want it. Okay, let's see here. Uh, 2515 Forest versus Francisco Estrada, 25-05306. Appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Don Keski for the plaintiff. Also on Zoom is Kip Wilson from Renaissance Property Management, agent for the owner.
Your name, sir? Oh, we have an interpreter. Got it. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm to interpret in the matter before the court completely and accurately and not divulge confidential communications, so help you God.
I do.
You can state your name for the record.
Susana Villarreal.
Okay. Today was the date scheduled for hearing. For non-payment of rent. Did the parties come to an agreement?
Yes, we filed a consent order for conditional dismissal. We filed it on September 22nd.
I see it now. Okay, it says past due rent is $2,407.38.
That's correct, Your Honor, including court
Defendant will
costs. Including
I'm just
court-
pausing. I'm actually only pausing so that the interpreter can interpret. Defendant is to pay monthly rent of $1,045 by the first of each month, beginning October 1st, with an additional $700 to be paid by the 15th of the month, starting October 15th. Renaissance Property Management will waive lost discounts and late fees that post to the account if all payments are made as promised. Is that accurate, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's accurate, sir?
Yes.
Okay, you understand that you have the right to have an attorney represent you?
Yes.
Do you want to represent yourself?
Yes.
You have the right to have a trial in this matter. You understand that? Do you want to have a trial or do you want a conditional dismissal?
Yes, but the condition, agreement.
Thank you. No one's forcing you to do this?
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Anyone threatening you or forcing you? I think he has a question.
Okay, I paid 1,500 on the 22nd, and then and then yesterday I paid 1,600.
Okay. 1,500 on the 22nd, you said, and then yesterday you paid 1,600?
Yes, on the 22nd, 1,500, and then yesterday 1,600.
That's accurate, counsel?
I-
Mr. Wilson might have that information.
Mr. Wilson?
Okay, it looks like he's not here. Okay, so they'll be able to confirm that. But nonetheless, you have 3 business days to return to the court if you later realize you misunderstood the rights that you've given up. Partial performance and partial payment will not keep this case dismissed, okay? So you have to make the payments the way you said you were going to make them on the agreement, okay? Do you have any questions, sir?
Yes, the receipt doesn't say it's 2,000 and something.
What
Question
receipt?
was, here's the receipt from what I paid.
When the receipt from what you paid this month?
And yesterday at 75 paid before 1,500 and yesterday 60.
So you believe your receipt's wrong?
No, I'm asking because he said 2,000. En el papel de que ellos me dieron,
In the paper that they gave me,
dice menos.
it says that it's less.
Less than what you paid?
Menos de lo que
Guys,
debe.
lo ven.
From the amount that the attorney said, or that it was. I didn't bring any of my paperwork.
I'm not following the question. So what I have on the conditional dismissal, you're saying that's less?
They had said that they wanted me to pay $750 every week, but I get paid bi-weekly. Yes, and I'm gonna, when I get paid, we'll pay the rest.
Okay, it says he only owed $2,407 and that he was supposed to pay his monthly rent, which was $1,045 on the 1st.
I paid about 1,500.
Okay, and then $700 was supposed to be paid by the 15th.
Yes, yesterday I paid 1,600.
Okay. So you're all set then, okay? Okay. And then Mr. Keski can have that confirmed with his client. I think his client might have logged off. I'm not sure. Either way, if you have any concerns about the rights you waive, you can return to the court within 3 business days, okay? You're all set.
No problems, Your Honor?
No problem. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Keski.
Yeah, thank you, Your Honor.
Are they bringing up are we bringing up Mr. Kane? What's going on with that?
Oh, I can go.
Where's the attorney on the, okay, we can bring Mr. Kane up.
All right.
Mr. Akinaki, Larry Bowie, is Larry Bowie here? Doors, Property Management versus Larry Bowie, 25-05772, appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Robert Akinaki, attorney for the plaintiff.
And sir, what's your name?
Larry Boyd.
Okay, Mr. Bowie was scheduled for a hearing today. I do have a conditional dismissal. If you need to have a seat, you can. I do have a conditional dismissal. It's saying that the case will be dismissed upon the agreement that you'll vacate the property by the 31st, correct?
Right.
You understand that you could have an attorney represent you today?
Yeah.
Do you want to waive that right and represent yourself? You had the right to have a trial on this matter. Did you want to have a trial or do you want the case dismissed and you vacate on the 31st? Okay, no one's threatening you to do this, right? Okay, you have 3 business days to return to the court. If you realize that you misunderstood your rights, you can request to have this set aside, okay? We'll get you a copy and you're all set. Thank you. Douglas Borton versus Savion Burns. 25-05807.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Matt Hauser here on behalf of Mr. Paul.
That your client? Yeah. Savion Burns here? No Savion Burns checked in. Okay, you have the fault.
No, Your Honor, but I have certainly been prepared to come in my file when I get back.
Okay.
Trial office we just learned today that Ms. Burns actually they vacated the home, so.
Oh, they vacated the home? This was for non-payment of rent or was there a money judgment?
There also was a supplemental complaint. At the present time, the amount of rent that remains outstanding is $5,800. And there is the highway fee, $33.90. Special attorney fee requested is $75, and then the service fee of $35.20. Leaving a total amount of $6,044.10.
So we'll note that you'll file a default by via my file.
Yes.
Okay, any additional matters today, sir?
Nope.
Thank you.
That's it for today. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Counselor, who's in the back? Is he waiting for something?
Gentlemen, one sir, Mr. King's family, this is. Yeah, good.
Oh, we were waiting for the attorney on Billy Paul. Are you ready on that one? Yeah, you're right. Okay, 900 Long Tick versus Billy Paul, 25-05733. Appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Gabriel Lacy, P79685, 4900 Long, doing business as Evergreen Park.
What's your name, sir? Today was a date scheduled for hearing, and this is for a non-payment of rent. How did you resolve
That
this?
is correct, Your Honor. I have had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Paul in the hallway, and we've entered into a consent judgment where the outstanding rent is $4,108.87. Court cost of $192. Total outstanding balance is $4,387. Under the court further orders, we've agreed that the defendant shall pay $2,000 by this Friday, 10/10/25, $2,000 by 10/24/25, and the remaining $387 by October 31st, 25. And defendant also has until November 15th to pay November's rent. And I did talk to the defendant, and he's waived the 56-day rule in this case. I've also advised him of his rights under MCR 4.201 subsection J. And he did sign this. I do have an electronic copy that I could upload to my file, or I could scan this in later and upload it. But I do have a hard hand written copy.
That's accurate as to how you want to proceed? I can't hear you. Okay, you understand that you have the right to have an attorney represent you? You want to waive that and represent yourself? Okay, you have the right to have a trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. You understand that?
Yes.
Do you want to waive your right to trial to have this matter entered into a consent judgment? That's correct?
Yeah.
Do you want a trial, or do you want to do this agreement of consent judgment?
I'll just do that.
Okay, no one's forcing or threatening you to do this, correct? Okay, you have 3 business days from today's date to return to the court. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood your rights. You can request to have this judgment set aside, and then we'll set it for a hearing, okay? You have any questions? Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
We'll get you a copy in just a moment.
Thank you.
You can have a seat, sir. This is the matter of Evergreen Park versus Josiah Kane, 25-05449. Appearance, please.
Gabriel Lacy for Evergreen Park.
Yeah, you're Mr. Kane, correct? Do you have a pre-trial?
We did. We actually had to. The first time he didn't appear, you had to write him out.
Okay.
Second time he appeared.
Okay, Judge Buchanan handled that.
Yes.
You did meet with legal services. They are obviously not representing you. You've met with him. Have you all come to a resolution?
We have, Your Honor. This was a termination of tenancy case, and I did talk to Mr. Kane, and he's agreed to have the unit vacated on or before October 31st.
That's accurate, sir? You understand that you had the right to have an attorney represent you in this eviction? Do you want to waive that right to represent yourself? This is not a criminal matter, so we don't do court-appointed cases, but you do have the right to hire an attorney to represent you if you'd like. So do you want to represent yourself? Okay, you also have the right to have a trial. You can even demand a jury trial. You understand that? Do you want to waive your right to trial? Or do you want to have this matter entered into consent judgment and have it vacated by the end of the month? It's up to you. Okay, and no one's forcing or threatening you to do this, correct? You have 3 business days from today's date to return or notify the court, I should say, if you realize later that you misunderstood either of those rights that you've just given up, and that you would need to notify the court that you misunderstood your rights. We'll set it for a hearing for you to explain to me how you misunderstood your rights, okay? Okay, and you've made arrangements to have someone vacate or get your stuff out the property, correct? Okay. And is that gonna be your father or? I'm sorry? Sir, you're gonna be helping vacate? Okay, so the property needs to be vacated and keys turned over to your client, correct?
That is correct, sir.
Okay, and you have all that information as to how to do that, sir?
How do I give the key thing? Keep sitting right there and
What?
we're not
So if-
communicating, so I can't
if
give
you
her
would-
a key.
If you would like, is there? If you can put the key in the Dropbox, I'll give you my card. You can give me a card and upon vacating and dropping the key in the Dropbox. I'll contact her. If that works for you, if that works for.
He can sign that in 3 days, right?
I'm sorry?
If you want to change his mind, you can sign that, I can get it back, correct?
And if in 3 days he wants to have this set aside you're talking about?
Correct.
Yeah, he will need to notify the court. If you want to help him do that, that's fine. You just have to get it to the clerk's office
Thank you.
within 3 business days, okay?
Thank you.
And then I'll set it for a hearing for him to explain to me how he misunderstood his rights, okay? Okay, do you have any questions, sir? Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further, Your Honor. And I did advise him of his rights under NCR 4.2.
Very good. And we'll get him a copy of this as well.
Thank
You
you.
can have
Your
a seat for now, okay? Is that all we have?